Hello and welcome back to an exciting bonus episode. In this episode, we are going to be essentially re-looking at Villa, and the reason we're going to be doing this is because I am playing on PAL right now. I am not playing on the North American copy. Namely because I realized I need to be playing on PAL for my Carry Let's Play. Unfortunately, all my save data is for the North American release of this game, and not for the European release. Unfortunately, this does also mean one thing, that going through as Cornell, the PAL version is actually much slower for him because there's several glitches that you can't actually do on the PAL copy. And one of them is the glitch that I use in this stage. Namely because the standing jumps that we use to clip out of bounds on this stage do not work for the three male main characters. It only works for Carrie because of her shorter height. And also consequently, the PAL version, it is much easier for Carrie to do her thing. For example, we will go over here, and I can do this very consistently, as we've seen by now. If we can get up here. Come on. We will get up here. Yes. As we can see, this is the setup that I normally use for this, and we can't go through. It's just a bit of an annoyance, and the door is locked from the other side. So, now we're going to have to go through here, and, well, do this level the way that I'm not actually used to. I have only ever done the level like this once before, and there's a mud man. He's like the men that we see in, what is it? The Carrie and Cornell's Tower of Sorcery. Oh. We are really showing off our prime expert gamer skill today. And now this skeleton is going to cruise, and, well, it didn't work out too well for him. If I remember correct, oh, there's the hole that Malice goes through, and that little fake out he gives you. And, okay, there's a very easy way to deal with this. Get off me, snake. That was supposed to work better than it did, but if I remember correctly, this is the key? Yes. The Rose Garden key, for getting into the Rose Garden. And now, I think there's going to be more snakes. Ah, crap. Well, surprised that worked. If we're being honest, it really shouldn't have. But it did. Now, isn't this where... Yep, there's some snakes. Wow, that was a lot of jewels for some snakes. Really, giving me a lot of reason to use this. And yes, we got hit by the Mudman, and now we're poisoned. Jesus Christ. And we do not have a cure. Well, we're going to be looking at Cornell being purple for a little bit. Actually, this is something I wanted to try. I'm going to make a save state, because one thing I remember is that Cornell can't transform when vampirized. Oh, he can transform when poisoned, and it actually unpoisons him. Because, yeah, Cornell cannot be affected by status ailments when he's in his wolf form. So when you're vampirized, it just forbids you from going into wolf form. And if you're in wolf form, it doesn't matter how long a vampire is sucking at your blood. you will never become a vampire. Unless you run out of wolfness. But we're not going to run out of wolfness. In fact, we're actually going to fight a vampire. The same vampire that we fought as Reinhardt and Carrie, and look at him, he's so terrifying. Yes, absolutely terrifying. I was shaking in my boots the entire time. Oh no. So, I think there should be a cure in here still. Yes! Fortunately, as you can see, even if you don't have any cures on you, poison is not particularly deadly, it's just really annoying. And I don't feel like sacrificing 99 red jewels to cure poison prematurely. That does not sound like a good idea. And now we can go in here, the Rose Garden key has been used, and we also are going to grab this. You have Thorn Key. Good show. Yes, you need to come in here at dawn, and unlike Rosa, you actually come here at dawn, so that you can grab that key. So once again, Legacy of Darkness is annoying there, and we're going to see this cutscene that we didn't see before. Mary, I need a drink. Oh, stay away from me. Why do you talk to me that way, Mary? I am the lord of this annex and your husband. Oh, come on, Mary. Oh, I didn't see you standing there. The wife and I have a domestic problem we're trying to work out now. I don't know what you want, but could you come back another time? I'm looking for a girl by the name of Ada. Ada, I'm afraid I don't know anyone by that name. She had to have been brought through here. I can still smell her. I said I don't know her, and I mean it. Anyway, I'm thirsty now, so wait a minute. What? Why, your warm blood, of course, with which to wet my whistle. And we got damaged by him becoming a bat. So we'll slap him around a little bit for good measure. Give him a few smacks. And then if we open here, we can see what he was talking to. He's talking to this girl, and hello there, Garden Key. Oh, thank you, young man. Has he left? I'm Mary, the wife of that vampire. Yes, the vampire Aldry is my husband. There is a man named Gilles de Rice, and a woman, Actrice. They made him what he is today. He used to be such a good man. After he became a husband, my vampires started coming after me. And even our son, Henry. Rather than become a vampire, I've even thought of taking my own life. But how could I leave little Henry behind? Can I ask you a favor, stranger? Help my little Henry escape from here. Henry is hiding near the entrance to the garden. If you go out the east gate, you can escape by secret path through the forest. Please take Henry as far as this path. As a token of my gratitude, I will give you this, capitalized, the copper key. Be careful, there are demons lurking about the garden. Take care of my son, young stranger. So, in the garden key, the is capitalized and key isn't. Anyway, as a rule of thumb, if you see a man like this saying that him and the wife are having quote-unquote domestic problems, be careful. Be very careful. Because that is not a good man most of the time. So we go through here, we have the Renan cutscene, but it's the same, and we've already seen it as Reinhardt. And so let's go through here. Wonderful. Maze Garden Key has been used. And now, one of the lesser parts of this game, Escorting Henry through the maze. Now remember with Malice, where Malice was really fast and ran away and all that good stuff. Yes. Admittedly, in this cutscene, Henry's running pretty quickly. I mean, the gardener is fast. But don't expect Henry to be running like this all the time. We're gonna look around. I smell a child. A human child. And any day now. Hello there. He just stops running, turns around. Doesn't know where the hell he's going. So let me get this straight, little boy. Your mother knows that there is a giant Frankenstein monster with a chainsaw around here, and this is where she sent you to hide. Your mother isn't a very smart woman, is she? Yeah, she isn't. My father, he went mad, and Mama is... She told me to run away. I don't know what to do. My name is Cornell. Your mother asked me to help you escape from here. You talked to Mama? Yeah, come on. Let's go. And Malice's voice acting was removed when he runs from this cutscene. He no longer goes, ah, help me! But Henry has some voice acting. So yeah, this is basically just telling you that, you know, Henry's going to try and follow you, but he's not very good at it. And then, hello there, Frankenstein monster. Yes. We need to wait for Henry to be at least a little bit close to us, or else... Yes. See, he is nowhere near as fast as Cornell is. And this is this part of the game. Fortunately, I do know my way through this maze. We hear Chainsaw. Hello, Chainsaw. Yes. So you don't have the dogs running about. He's dropping chicken constantly, because why not? Come on, Henry. Now we're gonna wait for him so that we can just... Okay. I won't lie, I was a little spooked there. Okay. Now, Henry, we're going to be making a little pit stop, okay? Must help Henry escape, yes. The thorn key has been used. Marvelous. Let's restore some jewels. Yeah, I don't. Now here's something you don't really get to see too much because I usually pick it up immediately. The rose brooch. Yeah, we're gonna need that. What the hell? Okay, I thought he was just gliding around the room. I did not notice he was walking. Yeah, he's not very good with axes. Let's run away a little bit so that Henry can get stopped. Yes. He says, don't leave me. Henry? Are you going to... Okay. Yeah, I think if you get... I think he has some lines like... I know he can call you by name, like, come back, Cornell, or something. Wow, he does not stop... He does not start following you until you get pretty damn close. He doesn't have very good eyesight. Okay, Mr. Frankenstein monster, you are ridiculous. Yes. Is he going to say one of his Cornell? No, he's just going to keep saying, don't move me. And as you can see, he is very slow. He's a little bit of a drag. I'm going to have to destroy the shit out of this thing soon. Help me! Yeah, don't worry, little Henry, and... Oh. I was expecting to get ambushed, but since we're playing on easy mode, I don't think that happens. Anyway, little child, let us go to the place where we took Malice. Those skeletons on motorbikes in the background are not going to approach us, even though they likely should. And we're just going to do the same thing we did with Malice. You'll be okay from here. Now walk that way through the forest. As long as you wear that pendant, the wolves will watch out for you. What will become of Mama? Well... And Father? Oh, he's dead. Just go. Quickly. Go. Do it for your mother. She made it possible for you to escape. All right. Well, he's possibly dead, or he got his ass beat by Reinhardt 7 years in the future. One of those two things happened. Yes. That was very scary, and you were really pushing that motorcycle to its speed limits. Oh wow, that didn't kill him. I'm surprised. I understand why they have so much money. I mean, after all, just imagine how much that... Oh, that's... I was like, what the hell? I had no idea what was flying through the stuff at me. And yes, this is what we skipped playing through as Cornell. And keep in mind, this is a already 17-minute recording. We're not even done. And we actually did forget something. Anyway, there's a puzzle out here. Basically, Aldrich talks about how the world of death is fantastic and stuff. And now he's going to tell everyone of his feelings, so you gotta press the switch for Master Aldrich. And then you gotta press the switch for his wife. And then for his little child. And then finally there's a switch over here that you gotta press. That's so damaged it can't be read, which I question the logic there, but who doesn't? And we'll get a purifying, a moon card, some gold, some everything, and something that's very easy to miss, and we needed the rose brooch to even get this. Yes. You wish to put your rose brooch into the engraving, yes. So you need to do that puzzle. You need to know that you need to use the rose brooch on that there, and you need to get the rose brooch. Which is fantastic. And there's a key here. The archives key. So how Rosa ends up getting it, that later Charlie Vincent gets it, honestly, who knows? But yes, I think the biggest difference with PAL that I wasn't expecting was when I was playing through this game, I did the classic skip for the Forest of Silence that I always do. However, standing jumps don't reach far enough to grab that ledge, so I instead just threw my dumb ass into the water, and died immediately, and had to restart the game. There seems to be nothing useful here. Yeah, I'm trying to talk to Mary. You did it! You helped Henry escape safely. How do you know that? Oh, that's wonderful news. As long as that child is safe, I have no more regrets. As promised, I give you the copper key. I hope that it serves you well. Again, I can't thank you enough, young stranger. You acquire the copper key. Yes, I am resigned to my fate and intend to stay here with my husband to the end. You see, I still love my husband, Audrey. I'm trying to think, did they use Rosa's character model for that? I'm not entirely sure. They might have. Because Henry uses Malice's character model, Ada uses Carrie's character model, and then even adult Henry uses Reinhardt's character model. They don't like to reuse character models unless they have to. Anyway, we should not be going through here. I hear police sirens out in the distance, proof that we are living in the good neighborhood. I wonder what drug addict got rattled up today. Who knows? Well, the police certainly know. Anyway, yes, we're almost done with this ridiculous level. And then all the money that they were going to spend on motorcycle repairs is ours. Let's just give him a few whacks, done up his bike a little bit. I can't imagine it's very easy to find people to repair that in this time. Huh. There's a plane overhead. All the interesting shit that's happening. Anyway, we actually did forget something up here. I'm so used to not needing this. Crest half B. You remember how we got crest half A from... Oh, fucking Christ. Door's locked from the other side. Wait, shit. Do I have to go through the... I have to go through the Malice way, don't I? Yes, this was a pointless detour. Fantastic. And just imagine how long this level would be if I had no idea what I was doing. To be fair, that's not far off. Although I can't even say that, because at least I know about the rose brooch, because... I don't even remember how you're supposed to find out about the rose brooch. You know, it's not like Rosa where, fucking what's-his-name gives you a hint? Charlie Vincent. I don't remember what hint you get that you need to go to the rose garden in the morning to get the rose brooch. There is nothing telling you that you need to put the rose brooch on top of that fountain in order to get crest half A. There's nothing telling you that crest half B is in the place where I got it. Honestly, it's just... They managed to make Villa so much worse. But it's okay. Because we can absolutely destroy the shit out of some stained glass knights. And they're fun to fight when they're just dying. Darn it! That keeps happening to me. Let's just get some roast chickens. Because I'm not going to need them, let's be honest. But they're fun to have, at least. It's entertaining to have them somehow. And now what's interesting is the gardener just doesn't show up for Cornell anymore. Apparently the gardener only gives a shit about Henry. And if there's no Henry, like, he's not going to attack Cornell. Because as you can see, with Carrie and Reinhardt, even when you came back here after you're done with the Malice part, the gardener was still going around mucking about looking for you. And he even fights you in the long expanse in hard mode. But Cornell, I guess he just doesn't give a shit about Cornell. He only gives a shit about Henry. And in fact, even then, Henry's the one that he goes after. He doesn't try and attack you, he tries to attack Henry. Now we can get this purifying, and now we can put both crest halves and come through here the quote-unquote legitimate way. Good. And we can completely annihilate Shield the Rice. Yes. Oh no, my shoulder again. Yes, we've already seen this travesty. And we didn't pick up the jewel in time. I'm still picking up that jewel. Anyway, this stage doesn't change at all in the PAL version. There was absolutely no changes to be made. So that was the first bonus episode. I may have more bonus episodes later, I just don't know. Have a good one.